Hi guys, welcome back to my platform once again. Yeah, that's been a while, so busy offline. So you can see what we have here. So in today's class, we learn how to make this beautiful lapel jacket with cape. Yeah, stylishly. So let's quickly get started. So what we have here is our pattern. So these are just basic lapel pattern from shoulder to the waist to the hip line. That is the full length. So from the center front, we step out to 2 inches. You place your shoulder. We should know this part. So you step out with an half inch because of the way the sleeve is. So you place your bust. My bust is 10.5, but I added an half inch. So the length is 23 inches. Okay. So here is just 2 inches extension for the lapel. Because mine is lapel. I've seen the introduction, but if you want to work with the one that inspired me is this, so you will connect it. Okay, no lapel. Yeah, the pencil line. So let's quickly trace it out, but before then the neck weight is 3 inches. Okay, so this is the back as well. Sorry, 3 inches neck weight. Shoulder as well is 8, but we step out with half inch. End part we step up. We should know all this part. So the main tutorial here we are. So for our back panel, if you want it to be fitted, which to me is of no use because the cape is going to cover it up. Step up from your standard waistline with 2 inches and connect it this way to the end part to snatch on your center back waistline. But I won't be doing this because the cape will be covering it up. So it's of no use. So here we are. So this is the lapel. Yeah, send it in this way. What inspired me was actually like this without the lapel. Yeah, so it's optional. Okay, so the length I have here, I'll be reducing it because of the quantity of the fabric that I have available. So you can see what I did here. Place it. So it's time to work on the cape, which is the stylish sleeve as well. Yeah, so line this part this way with 0.2 inch. Yeah, connect straight to shoulder line, that is neck width this way. So half of our armhole depth is 4 inches, but I'll be placing 7 inches here. This 7 inches include my seam allowance. Yeah, I'll be stitching with 5 inches. Yes, I'll be stitching with 5 inches. We'll be trimming out some parts, so watch closely. Okay, so connect straight to the center back. So the back neck depth for the flare one is 1 inch. Okay, so the main bodies should be 1.5 inches. I later deepen that part. Okay, so for the end part, your flare should be 2 inches more than your basic bodies, the inner basic body. Let me use that word. So my basic length is 23, so my flare patch will be 25. You can see that's why I said I don't have much fabric. Yeah, so you can see even the pattern is just 17 inches. So you connect this way, but do not forget your flare part should be 2 inches or 1 inch or 1.5 inches longer than your basic bodies. Basic lapel. Yeah. So this is the back panel. This is for those that have big arm. Yeah, that is for plus size. To place it this way, but I won't be using that method. Sorry. So you connect this way. You measure 7 to 8 inches, but the right way, that is the easiest method to achieve this, is just to find half of your arm or depth, which mine is 4. So I'll only add 1 inch. So I'll be stitching with a length of half inch. You will understand it better doing the sewing part. So connect this way. You extend the flare as well to your desired length. Okay, so if you are working with this method for a plus size, don't work with this first one. But mine is this first one. Okay, so you clean this, but this is what I'll be working with. So it will be this form, so that there'll be enough room for the arm, okay, to relax. So it won't obstruct your arm or part. So you connect this way to your desired length. But do not forget, your basic lapel, that is the bodies, is shorter than your cape, okay? So just trying to connect it to the shoulder line straight this way, okay? The back and neck depth. So my basic neck depth should be deeper than my cape neck depth, so that it won't be appearing on my center back, okay? So cut this way, no seam allowance added here. So I'll be adding seam allowance on just the end part. Yeah, so I won't be adding on this part because I've already added, instead of 5 inches I place 7 inches. So cut out this first for those of a plus size, but mine is not this. I'll be showing you guys how it's going to look, yeah, before I trim it out. But first is to shorten the length of my basic lapel jacket. Yes, but I have to keep it outside just in case my fabric could be enough, but I don't think so. So I will cut out this. We can see that my cape, which is the flare part, is 1.5 inch longer. So this is how it should look. Okay, so placing trying to add it up, that's the length this way on the pattern to for a better view. Sorry, my camera wasn't well positioned. Yeah, I didn't notice. I was just focusing on the tutorial. So this is for this part. So this is checking my camera. This is it. You can see my fabric is not enough. So Avisa is a moderate one. So this is what you will do. This first one, I'll cut it this way. I don't need it. Yeah, but it's for a plus size work. You can see how long it is. You can see how long it is. So the flare part as well, I need to trim out these parts. Okay, yeah, trim out these parts. This way is not needed. But if a plus size, you have to use that method. Try to flare very well on the armhole area. So you can see. So this is mine. So I have to blend this part to blend it properly so it will sit very well. Okay, on the shoulder line. Though it's not elastic because it's pattern paper. So you can see end part checking. So this is the 5 inches. So by the time we end it, but we need to blend this part, okay, to make sure that part is the last. You can see, blend this part to create that flare foam. You see how beautiful it is now. Yeah, so beautiful. I remember our armhole is curved, so that curve should be there so it can relax properly when you're through. So this is it. The back panel, place it this way. Okay, so I will take into my cutting table to trace it out. But first, we have to pin. Yeah, I have to pin to reduce the length of the back panel as well. Okay, so pin this part this way. So you can see how beautiful it is. So let me transfer it now. So guys, we're done transferring it. You can see this is the flare part. Yeah, this is the back panel, so with lining as well, white lining. So this is the front panel with lining. Yeah, we are on sewing machine. So we need to stitch it all around. This is the back panel on the machine right now. We'll stitch it all around except the shoulder line, which when we are through, we'll be using our overlocking machine to weave it all round. So stitch this way, the neck line. So I'm stitching with the line, take note of that. Not close everywhere. The armhole. So please guys, if you find it interesting, like, share, and please, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. Okay. And if you are interested in our offline and online classes, DM. So here we are, the front panel. So you can see I cut out the lining part and replaced with my fabric because of the lapel part. Because if you use lining all through on the front panel, by the time you flip your lapel, the lining will be showing on the right side, which is wrong. So place lining right side facing the right side. Because of the color of my fabric, white is not that visible. So just watch closely. So place it this way. Stitch, this is center front to the end part this way. Okay. The side seam towards the armhole. Like what I said earlier, it's just the shoulder line will be left out. So flip it, but before doing that, make sure you notch. So the lapel part, decide to add hair stay or collar stay, or depending on your preference. So flip it to the right side, like what I'm doing, guys. Take it to ironing table, give it a very nice press. Yeah, so it's time to work on our like flare part. So this is my facing. So first you decide to add facing and weave it all around. Yeah, so place it this way. Advise you use facing down bias so that your back neckline will relax properly. Use lining as well to turn it. Yes, but using lining to be too heavy because the body is already with lining and my fabric is mikado, so thick, so I won't like that. So my back panel, that is the flare part, no line. Okay, so just trying to aim it this way. Okay, once aiming, so I will just, when I'm through, I will just take it to my ironing table, give it a very nice press. You could decide not to top stitch, but if you are not doing that, make sure you use your aiming gum. So this is the lapel basic bodice. So right side facing the right side. Okay, I'm done ironing. You can see how beautiful and relaxed it is. So this is the second piece. So I had to join the side seam first. Yeah, not the shoulder, because the shoulder will be joining the flare part. So it's right side facing the right side. Stitch with whatever you add as your seam allowance, which mine is just 1 inch. Yeah, so it's 1 inch. I'll be stitching with to the M part. Okay, so stitch this way. So please do not forget to like if you find it interesting and also share. Okay, I love you all. You can see. So this other part as well. Right side facing the right side. Is 1 inch. confirming my seam allowance. So always work with your seam allowance. If you are not too sure uh, uh, of yourself or maintaining straight seam, mark to the end part. Yeah, for easy sewing. Backstage. So to introduce our flare parts through iron, you can see how relaxed it is. Place it this way, pin, shoulder line. You can see. So use the wrong side of the flare facing the right side of my back panel. Yeah. So when you are through, you flip it this way. You see, flipping the front basic lapel this way to stitch with ½ inch on the shoulder line. So as you stitch, you adjust your fabric. It's very important to avoid shortage. Stitch this part. So flip it this way, you can see. Make sure it's not pointing. Notch this way to ease pressure there. So you flip this. That's 7 inches. So step upwards to your front armhole this way. To stitch. Advise you pin. You know, be like me. Make sure you pin. So this is shoulder line, backstage. So my own length is 5 inches. I've said that earlier because half of my armhole depth is 4 inches. Sorry, just trying to arrange my camera for better visibility. So it's 5 inches because half of my armhole is 4 inches backstage. So I'll be aiming it with whatever is left there. So you can see. So I'll aim this part first. Before adjusting my shoulder line. So I'll be losing that part. It's a bit sharp, but I have to aim this part. Cross check again. Stitch this way. But this part, I decided to weave it once and aim it once. Yeah, there's no need to fold it in this way. I can't do that right now. That is why I'm folding it this way. So to this part, back stitch. So is the last now, so there's no need for any adjustment. So to the second part, I've pinned it down. So This is the front panel. Place it as well. Make sure you pin this part for easy sewing. Pin it. But that part is a bit thick. Remember, the front body's lining, center back lining, the flare part with facing. So that part is thick. So trying to make sure my neck weight meeting with each other. Pin it this way. Yeah, I had to adjust my camera again so I can see what we're working on. Back stitch. Adjust the back panel, adjust your flare part, that's the K part, adjust your front panel so that they will meet on the shoulder line. So this is the shoulder line, you see. So it's a bit thick here, but I need to flip it this way first. Just checking my shoulder line. So I need to blend it again. So I said earlier 0.1 or 2 inch, but I have to blend so that it will not be pointy on that part. So you decide to use shoulder part on this part, yeah, or you decide to use a smallest or made bra cup, tack it down there. So now I'm using already made 36 size 36 or made bra cup there. Just tack it. So measure 5 inches. So I also place the 5 inches here. Okay. So, but make sure you pin. Do not be like me. So this is the 5 inches. Pin it and stitch is exactly what we did, as I said earlier, on the other sleeve. Let me use the word armhole. Yeah. So stitch at the tip. Okay. Do not rush this part. Patiently stitch. Then you are through, take the iron table, give it a very nice press, and everything will relax properly. So, we're trying to adjust it. Stitch, back stitch. So I'll be aiming it with whatever that is left there. For it's 5 inches I'm working with. So checking my shoulder line, if it's not last, I can lose it. Yeah, the I trim have, you saw it earlier, 0.1. So mine is not that high. So I have to end this part, which I've also said earlier that decide to trim it, wave it once and aim it once. Okay, but I can't do that right now. So I'm just trying to aim it, pin it down first for easy sewing to the end part. So I'll be giving it a very nice price when I'm through. So your shoulder line, I'll be using already made bra cup. I've said that earlier as well. Size 36, smallest size, or the size with size 34. Okay, tack it. So this is the sleeve part. M8, M the cape part as well. So I have to unpin. So you can see how beautiful it is. So please do not forget to like, comment, share, okay? Please, if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe. I love you all. God bless you all. So there is the end part. Just aim it all around the flare part. I'll show you guys. So I've seen the introduction. You can see how beautiful it is. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Bye for now.